Sweet the whispers in your ear whenever Ember wanders near.
Yeah, the fact that it's almost 25 minutes, this could get interesting. Maybe it's not as cut and dry as, or maybe there's more to it beyond what we saw on the camera. Ooh, I'm intrigued. All right, let's, more police corruption. It's a police corruption kind of day, chat, so let's jump in.
Have you ever been pulled over by a police officer? They say you're speeding. They say you're not wearing your seatbelt, but you were. Are they corrupt, inept, or did they just make a simple mistake? Well, in today's viral video breakdown, a young lady with no right hand is stopped by a deputy and given a ticket. For what? For talking on the phone while driving. How? Oh, brother.
With her right hand.
It's a poop shoot. An honest mistake, a power trip, cops being told they have to make quotas. Oh God, everybody's got their 2 cents on it. And we're gonna break down that video and the good, the bad, and my personal experience when it comes to situations like this, my expertise and thoughts. After a word from this video's sponsor, PDS Debt. Are you working hard but still feel like you're losing money every month? Well, PDS Debt can help. Because minimum payments aren't meant to get you out of debt, they're meant to keep you in it and paying. PDS Debt can help.
Like, okay, I'll wait till we actually see the video. The cop could have legitimately made an argument for the violation, except he fucked up 6 ways from Sunday on it. But I'll wait till we actually see the video footage to point out how he screwed it up.
Help you find a way out. They can help you reduce half of what you owe on personal loans, credit card debt, or medical bills. And it all starts with a free 30-second assessment at pdsdebt.com/angry. Stop juggling multiple payments and get one lower monthly payment. If you've got multiple credit cards with numerous different balances on it, it's costing you money from interest every single day. 0 credit card impact and no minimum credit score approval. With thousands of 5-star reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, why not trust PDS Debt? Start your personal journey to being debt-free at pdsdebt.com/angry. That's pdsdebt.com/angry. pdsdebt.com/angry. All right, we're back. Let's start this off. Allow me to paint you a picture. It's February 2026 in Lake Worth Beach, Florida, where a deputy has pulled over Katie Thomas for driving while talking on her cell phone. Let's see how that starts.
Hello, ma'am. Hey, good morning. I'm Deputy Gasala with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. This is why you're being pulled over. The city of Lake Worth today, we're doing an operation for distracted driver, and you drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you with the phone in your hand.
Obviously not. So you want to just call this a day? Or?
Ooh!
Ouch! I saw you operating cell phone with the right hand. Point. Holds up the stub. Well, she was she's being a good sport about it because she knows that no matter what ways this goes at this point, she wins. Like, absolutely valid response. Just wait. Just wait.
How to get you there? Yeah. Well, you really dug yourself a hole there, bud, by saying right hand, because now...
Yes.
Well, you see what happened. And if you think that's it, you'd be sorely mistaken, because once confronted with the obvious lack of limb, well, the deputy still wants to push the issue.
I don't want to call it a day. You had a hand up manipulating the phone.
You just said my right hand.
Well, I thought I saw you with your right hand. You had a hand up. The right hand. I saw you manipulate.
So you didn't.
You see where he's royally fucking up here. He keeps emphasizing the right hand. This is where he's royally fucking up. Is he... Okay. Here's how this could have gone, and it could have been actually worked in favor of the cop. Is if he had said, I saw you manipulating your cell phone with your hand, and then she holds up the stub, he could have said, well, it clearly was your left hand because I saw you manipulating it with the hand. Because we saw like how much of her arm she has retained after the amputation. So we saw how much she has. the officer could have actually made an argument that it had like the limb like sort of in the spokes of the wheel facilitating the steering while she was moving and using her left hand to manipulate the phone, and he could have made that argument in either at present or in court if he issues her a ticket. Here's the problem: he keeps emphasizing her right hand. He keeps doing it when she literally just showed him the stub. Yeah, this cop is fucking retarded and is so busy. Like, I don't know if I'm not even sure if he's power tripping on this one or if he just like blue screened and it's stuck in a loop from like the last known, like if he's stuck on last command issued in his brain and just can't like get out of the boot cycle or something. But he keeps emphasizing her right fucking hand.
With the right hand, perhaps not, right? But I saw
you didn't see me with my right hand.
Okay, so are you saying
that you saw me with my right hand?
I know what I just said. I'm asking you now. Did you or not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
You did not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
Hand to God, you did not have your phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
Okay, this woman is amazing. This woman is, I love this woman. He's like, hand to God, and she just sticks the stub up. It's like, I love this woman. I absolutely love her. She is like, the fact that she is still just fucking with him like this is wonderful. She's not getting angry because she knows that anything the cop does, she knows any ticket the cop writes her right now, number one is content. Because she's a content creator. I don't think Rich has mentioned this yet. She is a content creator. So any ticket the cop issues right now, A, is content, and B, will get killed in court, and C, will be additional content for her in regards to the court case. So all she's thinking right now is, I will have content for fucking weeks.
The other hand's a guy. You don't have one in your hand.
Hand to God.
Oh my God! Other hand? Are you fucking? Ha! It's kind of funny, but also kind of up. The balls you have to say
Yes.
other hand. This couldn't possibly get any worse, could it?
All right, man. So you're gonna receive a citation for wireless communication device handheld while driving. We gotta put the phone down as we operate.
Now, I do have a thought here. So, Rich brought up at the beginning of this that people are pointing out quotas. It is Florida. So what are the chances that his division at the sheriff's are telling him he's committed to it because he needs to show a written ticket? Because remember, when he first walled up on her, he said, we're doing an operation. Meaning that they basically are doing a county-wide operation with their patrol sheriff's deputies, where they are wanting them to write so many tickets for distracted driving. And so what are the odds that he was told you need to get so many tickets? And he's like, well, shit, maybe he's behind on writing the tickets for the day. And he's like, I gotta get something. And he's just like, oh, even if it dies in court, I still get the ticket and I still make the bosses happy.
Motor vehicle.
Oh, and you put on there that you saw me with my right hand holding it. Yeah?
I did not put that. No, if you want to take it to court.
But that's what you said when you pulled me over. Yes,
that's what I said.
You
Yes.
saw me holding my device with my right hand.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Yes, that's what I said.
Okay.
Yes.
My brother in Christ, you gave her a ticket after you said you saw her talking on the phone with her non-existent right hand? You thought that was a good play at the end of all this to wrap up this whole situation?
If you want to take it to court.
Yeah.
That's what you saw.
That's what I said.
That's
yes.
what you said you saw.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to take it to court.
Okay, tinfoil hat moment. Tinfoil hat moment. What if this is the cop's way of kind of screwing over his department? What if like he's doing this specifically so she can kill the ticket and basically make the department look bad because they're basically telling their deputies that you have we're going to do this operation, you have to write X amount of tickets, and this is his fucked up way of basically clapping back by doing this not wanting to give her a ticket, but like knowing she's going to beat it in court, risk his own career though. Maybe like I said, it's a tinfoil hat thing. It is. They don't give a written quota per se, but at the end of the month, you are more likely to get a ticket at the beginning. Yeah, I mean that's like well known. It's very well known that end of the month is ticket time. That's like been known forever and a day. But it's like, yeah, is this possibly what happened? No, that's why I said it's tinfoil hat conspiracy theory, but maybe.
Oh, God. All right. Before I get anybody calling me some sort of bootlicker or anything, here's how we're going to do this, okay? We're going to go through kind of like those 3 different phases, I guess you could say, of the traffic stop. The initial meeting, the conduct of the officer and their back and forth, and then the final issue of the citation. And we're going to do that in good, bad, and how I see things. So that way you've got both sides of it. Good cop, how do we understand him if he made a mistake and is totally innocent? Bad cop, dirty guy, super bad person. And then my perspective on a combination of the two. Additional context from a guy that's done tens of thousands of traffic stops and issued numerous summonses. Oh, let's get started, shall we?
Okay.
Hello, ma'am. Hey, good morning. I'm Deputy Gasala with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. There's a way being pulled over in the city of Lake Worth today. We're doing an operation for distracted driver, and you drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you with one in your hand.
Obviously not. So you want to just call this a day? Or?
Let's good cop that. Perhaps the cop thought that it was in her right hand, but saw her driving with her nub, which is totally allowable. It's not like she's a paraplegic here. You can use the nub. It's still very workable.
Sure.
And the other hand had the phone. Maybe it was up here, maybe it was in front of her, maybe she had it wrapped around the side of her head talking like this. Who knows? Maybe he actually saw her on the phone, and instead of just saying, I saw you on your phone, assumed it was the right. Now the anti-cop. Cops lie. There's a quota. He has to get a certain number of tickets because he's on a speeding or a safety detail. So it doesn't matter what he sees or what happens. If he thinks that you did something, even if you didn't do it, he's unwilling to listen to reason. What a dirty piece of shit. Fire him immediately.
You did not have your phone in your hand.
Not.
Hand to God, you did not have a phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
The other hand to God, you don't have a phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
Good cop. He's trying to see if she's being honest. He's trying to be a little playful. It comes off as crass. Poor guy's just trying to make the best out of a bad situation when he knows that she was on her phone but misspoke, and he's just accidentally digging himself deeper.
Alternative. With the good cop perspective. Like it seemed like he was kind of pushing in the first place when she was like, when she first showed the nub, is like, well, I saw you on your phone, and she's like, no, obviously I wasn't, I can't do that. And then he does like the hand to God thing. If he did that and like said hand to God, she puts the nub up, and he's like other hand, and she puts her hand up. You know what would have made it better there is if he laughed a little bit. Okay, I'll move it with the pause. Okay, there, better. If he did the hand to God thing, and then after that, he just kind of chuckled and said, okay, ma'am, be on your way. I hope you have a good day. And like basically ended it with a chuckle, like, haha, and little bit of humor, and let her on her way. Like even doing like the hand to God thing, like make that like a little, like do a little bit and do, okay, have a good day, and then let her go. That would have been another good way, another like good cop thing that could have been done in that moment.
Bad cop. This inconsiderate idiot is treating everybody like trash because he's on such a power trip. He could have just said, swore to God, but no, he says, hand to God, and then when she raises her nub, in order to try and make it a little okay, he degrades her and says, ha, no, a real hand, you disabled piece of shit.
Yeah, we gotta put the phone down so we operate a motor vehicle.
Oh, and you put on there that you saw me with my right hand holding it, yeah?
I did not put that, no. If you want to take it to court.
But that's what you said when you pulled me over, yes?
That's what I said,
that you saw me holding my device with my right hand.
I'm not disagreeing with you, yes, that's what I said,
okay.
Yes, so if you want to take it to court.
And that's what you saw?
That's what I said,
That's what you said you saw?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
See, right there where he said, that's what I said I saw, that's when I got my tinfoil hat moment. is we said, that's what I said I saw. It almost feels like he's basically feeding her information to use in court to get out of the ticket. And where I was like, well, he didn't actually want to give her the ticket, but he kind of was like, felt like he was pressured to by any quotas that the sheriff's department had put on them for this operation. That statement right there where he said, yep, that's what I said. That's what I said I saw is what made it is where it had my brain go to that. Is he like trying to help her get out of the ticket and also make the department look bad for doing this kind of operation and demanding quotas? So it's not like I just like pulled that out of my ass. You're like, oh yeah, it's like quotas, and he's trying to make the department look at it. It look bad. It was his phrasing right there that basically triggered that thought in my head.
Gonna take it to court. Option 5 on the back of the ticket. That's
Good cop. Listen, there was an original mistake where he thought that she was holding the phone in her right hand. It was her left. He said right, but he saw her holding a phone nonetheless. So yes, we had a weird back and forth, but you still can't drive with your hand on your phone, especially if you've got a nub tugging at the wheel. Distracted driving is still dangerous, even if he misspoke. You get the ticket, you can fight it in court like everybody else. Bad cop.
Yep.
You got called out for being a liar right away. You insulted the woman, and on top of that, now you're going to issue a ticket for something that is literally impossible. Her holding a phone in her right non-existent hand. Lock him up! Put him on the stand, draw and quarter him! I'm tired of these quotas and dirty cops. Now that we've got good cop, bad cop out of the way, what do you say we meet in the middle, and I give you some perspective on
Your dog don't go anywhere.
how this could have been handled differently. Let's talk about the initial interaction between the two. At first, it's very professional. Hi, I'm so-and-so, I work with such and such office. I got you for talking on your phone. States the actual citation, the vehicle and traffic law, verbatim. Very professional. Adds additional information. While you were driving, I saw you talking on your phone. It was in your right hand, which is when he's confronted with the impossibility of the statement that he just said. In this moment, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you meant left or if you 100% saw her have a phone in your hand. You just said on body cam and to the person that you're talking to in 100% confidence, you saw them holding their phone in their non-existent hand. Buddy, the best way out of this was given to you on a silver platter by the one-armed woman. I feel like
Shall we call
I'm
it a day?
in The Fugitive. It wasn't me, it was the one-armed man.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
My friend, Dr. Richard Kimball, you did it all for Provasic. God, I love that movie so much. Harrison Ford. So dreamy. She says, yoink! How about we just chalk this up to a lesson learned? Which you should have done. I haven't even gotten into the second and third part of it yet. Here's why I think it should have been done immediately. And fuck immediately. Because you said what you did, instead of keeping it, how do I say this? If you did see a phone held up in her hand in front of her, instead of just keeping it, I saw you hold up your phone, is that true? Or I saw you hold up your phone and you were driving. Are you supposed to do that? No. You went full bore into, and the car was red when the car was black. It was in her right hand,
yes.
non-existent hand. Any defense attorney is going to chew that apart in an instant. Literally in that moment, you stated an impossibility. And anybody worth their salt, even a half-brain dead, retarded camel who doesn't have a leg to stand on. A lot of amputee jokes on this one.
It's just a flesh wound. I don't know if Rich is going to bring this up. I kind of wonder, not only is she obviously going to win this in court, which I believe she's already been to court, she's already made a post that she has indeed beaten the case. I do have to wonder if this specific incident would facilitate any civil liability. That's what I'm wondering as well. It is, does he, and I don't know, I'm not sure if any, I don't know if anyone like Legal Mindset has covered this or not. I haven't seen anything. I am kind of really curious if there is a possibility of civil litigation based on the facts and the context of this interaction and this stop.
Would be able to defend this woman and say, he originally approached and said that it was in her right hand. It ain't there. Not only is this getting thrown out, immediately, now your integrity is going to be pulled into question. So you're telling me that you're willing to put your future cross-examination career on the stand, you're going to put that up for a traffic ticket. Even if she was talking.
But by the way, what Rich is talking about here is if this deputy has cases in the future, any defense attorney where the deputy says, yes, I saw this happen or I saw that happen, which is why I facilitated the arrest, you're going to have to, like, especially the fact that this case has been so public, you're going to have defense attorneys that can bring up this incident and say, Your Honor, this deputy has a past history of stating that a woman was, this deputy has a history of pulling over a driver, stating multiple times that he observed the driver using her cell phone in her right hand, and the woman does not even possess a right hand. We would like to call into question the reliability of this witness, and we would like him, we would like any and all testimony of his stricken from the record and for him to be removed from the stand as non-reliable witness. But yeah, it literally tanks any credibility he has as a law enforcement officer in court.
On the phone with her left hand. Because of the statement that you made, this is a moot point and we need to break contact and move on. It gets juicier, let me tell you. Let's keep it going. Wait till the end. There's a surprise at the end that I didn't do good cop, bad cop for.
Did you or not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
You did not have your phone in your hand?
I did not.
Hand to God, you didn't have a phone in your hand?
Hand to God.
The other hand to God, you don't have a phone in your hand?
Hand to God.
All right. You could have said a million other things, you retard. Okay?
Yep.
You said hand to God. Could have said swear to God. You said hand to God. All right. Let's chalk that up as a mistake. When she raises the nub, you say other hand. You're being a dick now. You're being a dick.
Yep.
If she was an annoying asshole that might have deserved some back and forth because she was so flagrantly rude to you, I would let it slide. Listen, I've chirped some people that have been very rude and said horrible things to me. I've had back and forth with gangsters. I know how it can be. You got a one-armed suburban lady in fucking Florida, a little frustrated because 30 seconds ago you said she had a right hand. And your response is to be a smart-ass asshole. Other hand. Really, other hand? Really?
And again, this could have worked where he goes hand to God, then goes other hand. If he basically laughed it off as a funny little bit and then let her go and apologized and let her go on her way. That's something that Richard's not going at. If he did the hand to God, she raises the nub, and he goes other hand, she raises the other hand, and he just kind of does a little chuckle and says, "Have a good day," and just it admits that maybe he saw incorrectly or something, and just says, "Have a good day," and just lets her be on her way. Then the other hand thing could have worked. The problem is he did not. He didn't kind of joke about it. He didn't let her go. He didn't just say admit the error and let her go on her way. He went full send and actually wrote her a citation.
Dumb. You're a dick. And we all can have bad days. Yours is on camera now. You are an asshole. In no way, shape, or form
I know they
did
were.
she deserve to be treated like that. Now, getting fired because you said a smart-ass comment to somebody or being rude, that's an overstep. No. You're definitely going to get a smack on the dick, though. You 100% deserve a smack on the dick for being a rude asshole to an amputee lady when you up the traffic stop. You fucked it up.
Yes.
She didn't. You did. You put your foot in your mouth when you said she had a hand that she don't. Little personal accountability there, right? You were about to give her some personal accountability, a lesson on personal accountability. Get off your phone when you're driving. What? Well, now that mirror flips and it's on you. You said something that couldn't have happened. Now you got to be accountable for that. And part of being accountable for that probably means that you better eat some crow and explain you saw her on the phone, you misspoke and assumed it was the right hand, but you saw her nonetheless, and not go, hand to God, other hand.
Citation.
Well, not only that, he continually reiterated that he saw the right hand. That's the thing that really fucked him here, is through this entire engagement, he continually reiterates it was the right hand. It was the right hand. That's what really fucked him there. Yeah, that's why I said he blue screened and was basically stuck in a boot loop of the last command given and couldn't get off of it.
Citation for wireless communication device handheld while driving. We got to put the phone down as we operate a motor vehicle.
Oh, and you put on there that you saw me with my right hand holding it, yeah?
I did not put that. No, if you want to take it to
But
court.
that's what you said when you pulled me over, yes?
That's what I said,
That you saw me holding my device with my right hand.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Yes, that's what I said.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So if you want to take it to court.
And that's what you saw?
That's what I said.
That's
yes.
what you said you saw?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to take it to court.
And that brings us to the end of their interaction. Not the end of the story, though. There's more. The end of their interaction at this traffic stop where he issues her a ticket. And rightfully so, she's a little irritated. Oh, so you issued me a ticket for being on my phone and the phone being my right hand, right? Well, no. Is it in your notes? Is it in the supporting deposition? I'd just like to know, and I'd like a copy of that, which you could print for me right there off your computer, please. If not, I'd love to see it at your thing. Holy I would immediately be going to their supervisor and being like, hey, I'd like to talk to your supervisor. They don't have to show up here. I just like to...
Oh. Hi, Lomi. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope your stream was good. Hope you had a great stream. We're going over, we're basically doing a corrupt cops kind of day, and we're talking about the cop in Florida that gave a driving with a cell phone ticket to a literal one-armed woman. So, we're only halfway through, so join us, because I'm guessing Rich is not even yet begun to roast this cop with his stupidity.
Phone number, or I can meet them someplace, because that'd be great. And then I would go and I'd square that shit away. That's what I would do. And then as your supervisor, I'd be like, so that was the most important ticket of your day? You had to give it to the one-armed woman when you fucked up what you said? Gary? And this makes it a bigger issue now, right? We talked about it before. You, sheriff's deputy, because you've issued the ticket, have now made it foiable. I mean, the body cam was already foiable. It is now a criminal investigation. A vehicle and traffic stop, yes, maybe that's not criminal. Criminal is probably the wrong aspect. In New York State, the criminal means like misdemeanor and above. Well, I'm just gonna say criminal, whatever. I'm just gonna say criminal.
It's entertainment.
So here's the deal, right? So now you, because you've issued the ticket, which she can respond to with not guilty, you have now begun the process, the legal process, which could result in you taking the stand. And now you have to describe to a judge, a jury, the defense counsel, your prosecution who represents you, you idiot, that, oh yes, I was so confident I saw it in her right hand that I said it right away. And then I issued the ticket, which forced me to be here to show you all how dumb and wrong I was. Do you know?
Exactly.
From now on, your testimony is because if let me. How do I break this down for people that are civilians that aren't lawyers? All right, because he stated he saw an impossibility and then issued a ticket based on that impossibility. That leads. When he was ready to testify on it, right? And it's on video. Every time that he now has to go to court, makes an arrest, issues a summons, a traffic ticket.
Yep.
Every defense attorney is gonna go, I want the body cam of him showing that he issued a ticket for an impossibility. Not saying that he lied, right? Because he could have said, I saw it in her hand, I said right hand, but I misspoke when I said right hand. But it doesn't look good. It still doesn't fucking look good. It makes you look like a fucking liar. And then you issuing the ticket makes you look like a petty asshole. So now, every defense attorney is gonna go, oh, why'd you issue this ticket if she doesn't have a right hand? You'd be like, well, I misspoke. Well, you didn't misspoke when you went up to her. You were you had free will to go up there and say whatever you wanted. And you said right hand, not forced at all to say it. And then when she showed you her non-existent hand, you still issued her the ticket based on the impossibility. So were you wrong, or does she have a right hand that she can remove? Well, I was wrong. Well, either one of them. Well, you were wrong. Oh, you're wrong, but you issued the ticket anyway, so you're a liar. So you can't be trusted. Yes. Throw this whole case out. That's what's going to happen.
It's, again, it basically tanks his credibility moving forward. Again, because of the popularity of this case, every defense attorney in his county is going to basically be FOIAing that footage, and anytime they have a case, anytime they have to defend a case where this officer was the issuing officer, they can just bring that up to the judge and say, Your Honor, this officer issued a ticket to a woman for driving while using a cell phone in her right hand, and she does not even possess a right hand. How can we trust this officer's judgment in regards to my client? Like, he's completely poisoned his credibility going forward.
This guy, dude, I'm not saying he's got like zero integrity, but this is gonna be an issue every time he does something now. The dumbest decision ever. But that brings us all to today. One of the reasons why it went so viral is because Katie pled not guilty to it and requested that the video be brought in, and she have it because it's evidence, right? She requested it. Part of discovery for the defense, right?
Yep.
And then when she got that video, she reposted it. Now, she'd already gone to court once online, and it was scheduled for a court hearing. It was only after the video got posted that the deputy, thank God, out of a brilliant move, said, hey, we don't need to go further with this. I'm going to withdraw my charges on it.
Oh, okay, so I knew it was dismissal due to lack of evidence, but the officer himself called and says, I want to dismiss it. Uh-huh.
We are not going to go to the next court date, which would be an in-person.
I'm sorry, I have to read this. She had to force his hand. Nice, Brevin, nice.
Charges on it. We are not going to go to the next court date, which would be an in-person court date, not a virtual court date over the computer, of are you going to charge guilty or not guilty? An actual, like, hey, let's go through the...
And you know what? I think that cop you know why he did that? I mean, it should be obvious. It should be very obvious, but in case it isn't, he did that because when they did an online court case and she said, not guilty, I wanna go in front of a judge, that's when the cop realized, oh, I'm fucked. And that he could get royally fucking screwed if it actually goes in front of the judge, and that's when he requested that she drop it. Yeah, I think maybe, I don't know why he would think this, but I suspect that he was hoping that she would just like plead guilty and pay the fine because of all it's going to be is a fine. And I think he was hoping she would go that route. And when she went, no, I want my time in court, he went, okay, I've got to get this dropped because I'm going to be fucked if this actually goes in front of a judge.
Process, you bring your evidence, I bring mine thing, which is good. Good cop, bad cop. Good cop, he saw that no matter what happens, even if she was talking on her phone with her left hand and he mistook it for the right, this is a lose-lose situation. It's going to get thrown out. He said the wrong thing at the wrong time. It's already in the ether. He's just going to get lambasted for a traffic ticket. He's going to have the longest 4 hours of his life on the stand getting cross-examined by an amazing defense attorney and just on. Bad cop, enough people saw him acting like an asshole and he decided, I don't want that smoke, and did the right thing and just killed it. Regardless of if he saw it or not, the people spoke up and he listened, and that's good. My overall take on this, I know you're salivating, I can tell. I'm sure you stayed to the very end. You're a asshole, dude. You are a dick. Now, that doesn't mean you get fired. I'm sure that you probably saw her on her phone. It's possible that you made a mistake. I mean, cops make mistakes. But the fact that you didn't just see the environment that you put yourself in, and then out of all of the choose your adventure pages you could have flipped to, you went to right off to the amputee and saying hand to God.
It's like, one of the biggest thing is, I don't know why this cop did, like, I don't know if this cop is new on the job or something. The biggest problem is when he rolled up on her, he stated off the jump, I saw you using your phone manipulating your phone with your right hand. That's a rookie move. Like, he basically laid all of his cards on the table with the first hand, and it completely shot himself in the foot. If he rolled up and did his opening spiel thing and said, I observed you using your phone while driving, and she does like the raising of her amputated limb thing, he could then say, okay, well, ma'am, it looks like then obviously you would have been using your left hand, but I did observe you using your cell phone while you were driving. Then he could have basically maintained, he wouldn't have been an asshole in this regard, because again, like Rich was saying at the beginning, like I said at the beginning, she could have been like technically steering with her nub on the steering wheel. She could have like put her nub to the spokes, or rested the knuckle of her nub on the steering wheel to keep the wheel straight, and been using the phone with her left hand. But the problem is he stated specifically in the onset and throughout the entire engagement that he was insisting it was her right hand. And if he had not like exposed his hand right off the jump, he still could have continued with the stop and issued the citation saying, I did observe you use your cell phone. And even if like with the nub, he's like, well, then obviously you were using it with your left hand, so I did see you manipulating it with your left hand, and that is illegal, etc., etc., etc. And then even if she did fight it and bring it to court, it wouldn't be a slam dunk in her defense because he basically played himself off the jump. Like that one thing of like basically just like whipping his dick out, metaphorically speaking, at the very onset of the stop is what fucked him over. He basically just like let it all hang out right from the beginning and allowed himself to be played, and then just kept letting himself be played over and over and over again. And Bell Tower, thank you for the sub.
And then coming back with the ticket, thinking that, yes, I have to give her this ticket to what? Make yourself look stupid? How do I say this? Self-preservation for you is at a very low standard. Now, I'm not saying that we should let murderers on the streets just because it might make you feel bad, or don't arrest the trans girl that stabbed an 80-year-old guy and is giving heroin to 2-year-olds because they're trans and politically that could look bad. I'm not saying fold under pressure and don't do the right thing. I'm saying that maybe a traffic ticket isn't the hill you die on when you accidentally misspeak and say the wrong hand that doesn't even exist. The brazen retardedmanship. I would love to have any deputies from Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office that knows that guy. Slide into my DMs and let me know if he's a dickhead, if he's a good guy, if he was having a bad day, or he's a piece of shit. It's always like that. I don't want to even fucking talk to the guy. I made up my mind about you. You're fucking dumb. At the lowest level, you're dumb as shit, and you don't even know how to read a room. Just to not know the environment that you put yourself in. And you're like, I'm going to lay it all on the line for a traffic ticket. I can't, there's no way I could possibly look stupid going up to the amputee and saying it's in the non-existent hand. I must have been wrong. It must have been the other hand. Let me issue this ticket anyway. Brother, laugh it off and walk on. But no, super hardcore guy probably holds his arms like this when he walks. Had to go and issue a ticket. And then guess what? It's a lose-lose the second after you issue that ticket. Because now, if you go to court, you look stupid because that first part where you said right hand that doesn't exist, I can't emphasize it enough. You said the hand that doesn't exist. And the other half of that is you drop the ticket and drop all the charges before court because, well, now you're doing the right thing anyway, but it just looks like you're still fucking dirty. You got called out on your butt. It is the cleanest way to exit this, by the way, is just go, oh, fuck, this isn't going the way that I thought it was. I did or maybe didn't, was or was not an asshole, but I just need to kill this now because if I go to court with it, they're just going to lambaste me and it's going to get thrown out anyway. Let me just save everybody some time and just kill it. Best ending ever. Horrible beginning. Deputy. Oh my gosh. Best way to support the channel is get yourself a shirt. Jump out, boys! If you're not an idiot dickhead cop like the sheriff's deputy, get yourself a Jump Out Boy shirt for cops that do real work. Proactive stuff. Jumping out on dope boys on the corner. Or if you just like the police and you want to let them know that, hey, you're all right with me. It's just a cool shirt. Look at the they're all ready to jump out and chase bad guys. You never play cops and robbers when you were a kid? Cheapest way to support the channel is leave a comment. I'd love to know if you think he's good cop, happened to make a mistake, and then just followed all the way through with it. You know, being like, hey, listen, I said right hand, but I just meant I saw the phone up. Got a little overzealous on which hand it was, but I still saw is it bad cop? This guy's just a raging asshole? Or do you think it's somewhere in the middle? Do you think I was too hard on him? Do you think that,
No. On that, in this day and age, no, he kind of needs to be hard on we need to be demanding better of cops that fuck up like this. Between this guy and the American Fork Police that we've been covering, no, we need to be hard on guys like this. Like, this guy was a fucking retard. Guy was an abject retard. He didn't want to be wrong. He had to, he did not want to be, maybe he's one of these people's like, he can't ever be wrong because if he's wrong, then maybe he thinks it's going to affect his authority as a police officer. I don't know. It's speculation. But no, we absolutely do need to like crack down. We need to call out cops that fuck up like this in this way. Like, a cop making a mistake is fine. It's, good. Cops are humans. I've said this plenty of times. Cops are humans. They can make mistakes. They shouldn't have their lives ruined because they made a mistake. Then there are cops where they make a mistake, ignore the mistake, and just keep going headlong in on the mistake. Yeah, you need to call that shit out because these are the people that we are entrusting to serve and defend the public and the public needs and the public safety. And more importantly, these are guys that carry a gun. Okay? So yeah, we need to keep them to a bit of a higher standard because they literally carry a gun every single day. So what if he's going to make this kind of mistake and go and not just see a cell phone in the right hand? What if he saw a gun in the right hand? Huh? So yeah, we need to absolutely call people out like this that basically go whole hog into their fuck-ups and don't admit their fuck-ups. Absolutely. And Cerberus, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you very much.
you think that issuing the ticket was the right move? Do you think it was the wrong move? What and why? Oh, I want to know why. That's a good question that you could answer. Okay, see you next time, weirdos.
Got it. That was a rough one.
Shut the f up, Grok!
Got it. I'll
Shut up!
Oh, tonight, that was just insane. That's, you know that all of his fellow deputies have roasted the shit out of this deputy. And he's going to be getting it for a while from his own people. I guarantee there's a little bit of solace in that his own people are just going to just roast the shit out of him for days or weeks to come.
Ember burns